I've got a serious problem right now. I've got too many game consoles. 3 Wii's, 4 PS2s, a Dreamcast, a NES, Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, and GameCube. We're going to test these today. Are they going to work? I don't know. Let's find out.
Onefootflipper.
Alright, first we're going to try the Sega CD here. I'm not 100% sure if I have this completely hooked up, because down on the Sega CD base part, it's got a thing that says line, and then it says mixing, then it has some audio outs. I don't know if that mixing thing is required. I don't seem to have it, but let's test the Genesis part first. Well, the power came on. Okay, after a little bit of research, we're ready to test the CD part. The CD door is closed, Sega. Alright, I close the CD door again. Well, nothing seems to be happening. It is booting up, but it's not spinning up, and it just continually says to close the CD door. Wonder what senses for that. There's got to be something that senses for that. Alright, time for a little more research. Oh. Dang, I just wiggled everything around again, and now it's going to a different mode. Checking disk. Wonder how long that takes. You know, a lot of these consoles were stored for a really long time in a dirty area, so I'm just going to see if I can wipe off that laser. Alright, final verdict on the Sega CD. This is sold for parts or repair, as I cannot get it to read a disc, and most of the time I can't even get it to try, so that's how that's going to be going. On to the next one. Let's try this NES over here. Future page here. I had no AC adapter for that NES, so that's going to have to wait for another day. And you also aren't going to end up seeing those what is the Nintendo console called with Wii Sports? Oh, it's called a Wii. Yeah, you won't see the Wii's being tested either, because apparently I've got no hookups for those either. Isn't that lovely? However, on the plus side, when I went upstairs to check the one place I thought I might have an AC adapter for a NES, I did find 2 more PS2s, so at least we're up to 6 of those to test in this test now, so at least that gives us something. Alright, next up is Sega Dreamcast. I have neither controls nor an AV cable for this, so we do have a game though, so we're just going to see, what's it, Dinosaur. We're just going to see if it spins up. Well, powered on. Hear the motor going. That's a good sign. What's a Dreamcast worth nowadays? Is it worth me buying this hookup cable for it? Let's open it real quick to see if the disc is spinning. The disc was not spinning. Although I don't know if I need to do anything to make the disc spin. You know, do I have to press something on the controller to make it spin? I have no idea. Put that in the comments if you could, if you know. Alright, here is a console that I have never before in my life touched. A Sega Saturn. I used to have the arcade version of the Saturn hardware in my house for years, but I never had an actual Saturn. I've got a disc in there. I think I've got it hooked up. I've got a controller. Let's press the button. See what happens, if anything. Also, I may not be on the right channel. Well, I'm not getting anything. But I don't even know if I've got this hooked up right. Disc isn't spinning. Alright, we're going to assume this one has something wrong with parts for repair only. Move on to the next one. Alright, apparently I don't have a NES power supply here, or at least I know I have somewhere in the house, but I can't find it, so we'll move on to something else from Nintendo. GameCube. Alright, well that boots right up. Let's go to the next one. Now I'm going to test some gamepads. No, this first one is good. Oh, can you test gamepads in the system without a game? I bet you can. I bet that's faster. Hey, it's got the right date on it. I say this gamepad works. Thrilling content, isn't it? Pretty sure I'm going to cut pretty much all of this. If you're seeing this, you're probably one of my only foot members. This looks like it has USBs on the front too. Did PS2 use both types of controllers? Or was it only the littler PS2 that had both types? Alright, that's 3 good controllers. One more good controller and I can actually lot the 2 good ones up with good controllers and good power supplies. Which, I guess that's good. Is the PS2 even worth anything? Does anybody care about the slim PS2? Is that the good one or is the big one the good one? I don't even know. Like I said, I never had a PlayStation outside of a resale capacity. This one does not appear to work right. The analog button lights up and unlights when I press it, but nothing moves on the screen. Alright, let's try this next one. Get exactly this. Okay, suddenly it started working after a minute, so I'm going to have to go back and try that other one again. And this one still goes jack, monkey, squat. I don't really feel like I need to test anymore because I just don't care. I'm going to put all the other controllers with the broken stuff, lot them up with the broken PlayStations. Except for maybe this guy. Wonder what he's worth. Alright, both these hookups are complete too. I think I'm going to sell these. Actually, I'm just going to, anything in the channel, just want to buy these PS2s right now. I've got 2 complete setups. Each will have 2 controls, the hookups, and the AC adapter, so you'll be ready to go and you can pick up a game out of my store if you want to, and I'll refund the shipping on that. So let me know. Email me. My email's down in the comments. I mean, not in the comments, in the description. Alright, it looks like all total out of 15 consoles, I had 2.5 good ones, 4 I couldn't test, and the rest had problems. Anybody want to buy any of these, go ahead and reach out to me. Email's in the description. Alright, just a couple more sales to go over here. Sold a craft gourd for $12.59. This is the exact gourd, no substitutions. Sold this late 80s Warhammer Space Marine Chaos Marine conversion. A conversion means that this has parts from more than one miniature inside it. My friend Ed, whose estate I bought after he passed, he did a lot of conversion figures when he was a teenager. This sold for $14.58. Sold another gourd, $10.99. This exact gourd. And finally, sold a classic Death Pile monster to viewer Justin. He's got a great looking store. He says, love your YouTube channel. Very inspired and informative. I appreciate your dry sense of humor and your formidable work ethic. Hope to get on your level someday. Well, Justin, you can do it. If you've got 2 legs, you've already got a natural advantage over me, so I think you can do it. Thanks so much. There'll be a link to Justin's store down in the description. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you know anybody else with a bunch of broken consoles, why don't you tell them about my channel? I would really love to see them in the comments. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.
See, that's One Foot Flipper's nonsense video.